Bro, it's so classic.
Bruh.
Yet another moron on Facebook telling me that I'm exhibiting signs of psychosis and need to go see a therapist and psychologist and have them fix my brain.
People still use Facebook? Well, I guess they do. I have a Facebook page and I don't really do much with it, so, you know. Ah, I see you're one of those, eating while recording a video. You could also, you know, record a video after you're done eating. That way we would avoid these awkward pauses. Or you could be judgmental.
You people are idiots.
Hey, rude?
People that tell me I'm crazy, you're idiots.
Well, I didn't say anything now, did I, lady? Yet.
So, I could be wrong. Like, I make my name Flat Earth Feminist, but that doesn't mean I actually know the Earth is flat. I don't by any means know or say I know what I think the shape of the Earth is. I have no idea.
Well, that seems a bit counterintuitive there, Flat Earth Feminist. Why are you a Flat Earth Feminist? What does that mean? Oh, I know Flat Earthers are scared of women, but, you know, no, I don't know. We're gonna get to the point anytime soon, right? Because I have this vague feeling you like to ramble on, and we're gonna be witness to that right now.
But Flat Earthers have way more to it. There's way more to Flat Earth theory than just saying the Earth is flat.
Oh boy, you are correct on that one. There's denial, lying, dodging, and so much more in the form of paranoia, scientific illiteracy, willful ignorance, playing the victim, hostility towards anyone they talk to, hostility towards other flirts who are more popular than you, and extreme hostility to flirts who actually try to leave the cult, using the power of the block button, the mute button, and of course, playing ads when someone is trying to explain something. Oakley. It's all very interesting. Or one flurf tries to find the hump, the other actually proves the rotation of the planet, Bobby boy. But yeah, they do like to fuck with words. And the flurfs who don't do that are obvious pose. Just in it for the money, trying to squeeze some dineros out of their gullible flock. Not to mention running away from facts, evidence, McToons, and Team Skeptics.
It's about NASA being a fucking hoax.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot NASA. How the hell could I forget NASA? Fucking NASA.
And NASA does not know everything. You scientists making NASA your god.
Well, no shit, NASA doesn't know everything. You wanna know why? Because they are researching things, looking for the unknown stuff and things. Mostly things.
Meanwhile, they made a fake image of the Earth and they actually admitted that it was fake.
Oh, careful now. We're not dealing with the average flurf anymore. We're dealing with the basic flurf. Oh, why are you actually doing this? It's photoshopped. Because it has to be. You know, I mean, all they did was stitch together all the images because the planet is huge. And they were too close, you know. You can't take a picture of the entire planet if you're too close. Oh, let's bring it into your realm. Go ahead and take a selfie with your phone right up against your face. You're only gonna get your nose in the picture. And then you'd be forced to take multiple pictures of all the areas of your face and stitch them together. Basically what they did to the planet.
Like, stop living in a fairy world where your god is NASA. Just stop. You gotta wake up. Call me mentally ill one more time. One more time. One more time.
How about no? I'm not gonna feed your victim mentality there.
And I know. The goal, I've heard from a minister, the goal is to get people like me revealing truth in the psych ward. That's what you all want.
And why would we even bother with that? You're just an ignorant doing ignorant stuff and actually following cult leaders. So, you know, go right ahead and be a flurf girl. I don't care one way or the other. There might be people who actually do care, but I don't. You're a grown-ass woman. You can do what you want.
I break your little reality and tell you that magicians are doing real levitation.
Well, that went around the corner and circled around back into Insanity Town. What the hell? Magicians doing levitation tricks. You do realize what magicians are, right? Well, I guess I just found my answer with that levitating hand coming towards me.
So your mind goes to, oh, we gotta put her in the psych ward. She's crazy.
What the fuck was that? Is that your sexy voice? That's not the sexy voice. Also, you know, if you don't understand that a magician is, you know, just doing parlor tricks, I don't know what to tell you.
Like, I can't do it anymore. I reveal the truth, and I get called crazy.
You gotta play the victim. Of course you gotta do that.
While NASA, or whoever the heck...
Whoever the heck. I mean, what the hell does that even mean?
Says
So, we are basically robots in disguise. And some, wait a minute, I actually forgot about the projection there.
Like, guys, you gotta stop. You just gotta stop. I'm not crazy, and if I end up in the psych ward, it's because this is what they want. Because I'm revealing the truth.
Oh yeah, the truth, eh? Let me tell you a little story there, little lady. Science and the scientific method doesn't deal in truths. It deals with what we can prove or rather disprove. If we have a current leading theory, scientists will do everything within their power to disprove that theory. And you know what happens? We improve the actual model. Where your so-called truth is unfalsifiable. Everything in science is 100% falsifiable. So now, stick that truth where the sun doesn't shine, which is kinda hard to do on a flat planet with the sun going around it.
So, yes, I probably will end up in the psych ward. I probably will end up in whatever jail.
I have never heard of whatever jail. What is whatever jail? Do you go to jail with whatever strikes your fancy? And contrary to popular belief, I am not even sorry.
Because this is what the evil one wants, is for people like me exposing truth to go into the psych ward.
Oi, evil one. Are you trying to get this lady into the psych ward? You're not? Well, la-di-da.
That is what the goal is.
Why are we yelling? And would we? I mean, well, I'm yelling as well, so why are we yelling?
So?
Like,
I tell you something that's real, and your brain has to go, oh my god, crazy, psycho, crazy, psycho, crazy. It's like, no, I'm sitting here, I watch a video.
Ah, I see another fine upstanding student of the YouTube Academy. Flurf.
And I think for myself, I have a brain that thinks for myself instead of turning to the experts for everything in life.
Yeah, explain to me how the internal workings of a CPU or GPU works without looking into it. Or better yet, go right ahead and explain to me how come washing machines magically make socks disappear. No one knows that. The thing is, for some things it's totally fine to rely on experts in their field. But that doesn't mean we can't question or check their work. It merely means they're more qualified to do the talky bit on it.
I think for myself, so I can tell you that levitation is happening, real magic is happening.
Wait, what? Real magic? Real magic? You do realize magic isn't real? No, of course she doesn't realize that. I know that. She doesn't know that. Well, maybe she does. I don't know. Maybe I'll be right back.
Well, she's crazy. She's crazy because I don't have a textbook that tells me that's real. So she's crazy.
I'm just left wondering what the hell's wrong with this lady. She's crazy. Oh, she's crazy. Yeah, well, maybe you are. I don't know. You act like a crazy person, so maybe you are. But instead of crying about it, maybe you should just ask yourself the question, how can I prove levitation the magicians do is real? Something about doing your own research comes to mind.
Like, I'm so done with you people. You need to go to I'm not gonna...
Alright, maybe you need to calm down a little. Oh boy.
I'm not gonna be mean to you because you're programmed. You're literally programmed.
You're not gonna be mean to me because I'm programmed. Literally, I literally is not the word you're looking for. I literally hate when people use the word literally. Eh?
You're programmed to not think for yourself. You're programmed for any time you need to learn something, you have to go,
oh boy, we're going on another adventure. We call this ride the victim slide. And that was an unintentional rhyme. I mean, lady, if you can do the high-pitched voice, I can certainly do it as well. Also, I do believe we are yelling again. And with we, this time I mean you.
What do the experts say? Let me read what they wrote down. I need to depend on another human being to get my knowledge because I can't think for myself.
Or, now stay with me here, I'm gonna flat out ignore all the evidence we have so I can live in my little fantasy land, or as you call it, fairyland.
All you have to do is watch a magic show, watch a magician levitate something in front of you to know that that's levitation.
Or a magic trick.
Oh, but I have to listen to what NASA tells me in science, and they say that's not possible. So science tells me that that's not possible. So I can't think for myself. So therefore, what the experts tell me is real.
Well, you know, you can also check it for yourself without the help of NASA. You don't even need NASA to prove the Earth is not a flat pancake. I mean, for instance, let's look at huge mountains, right? They disappear beyond the horizon, but their bottoms are cut off. And if you zoom in, their bottoms don't come back into view, even though they are much closer to us than their peaks. So explain that to me. The silly little voice you're using isn't gonna save you this time.
Like, this is crazy.
Well, glad we worked that out.
Crazy. What is going on is crazy, okay?
Finally, you're talking some sense there. I mean, the flat earth idea is a crazy idea, and it's actually even crazier that in this day and age, we still have flat earthers around. All the information at the tips of your fingers, literally. And what do they do with it? Spread their nonsense on the internet, using YouTube research. It's pathetic, really.
So, keep living in your little world where you turn to the experts for your fucking information. Look at the world for yourself and use your own brain.
Mm-hmm. And when are your flirts gonna start doing that? I mean, the projection here is, off the chart.
Like, I love people and stuff.
Yes, I can tell. I can tell you love people and stuff, things, mostly things.
But when you call me crazy, when you come at me and say that I'm crazy and I need to go to a therapist for them to fix my brain, I'm gonna be mean to you because you're a moron and you're not using your brain.
Stop being mean to me. Also the irony of you telling them they're not using their brain. Maybe they need to get their brain fixed as well. Whoa, that sentence was a bit weird. But hey, your sentences are weirder and you are an English-speaking fella. You're not even a fella, are you? Oh boy, I'm gonna get in trouble for that. And you know what? Because I'm gonna leave this in. It's funny. Or to me, actually. I don't know. Is it funny? Leave a comment down below to say if it's funny or not. Oh man, I'm way too easily amused.
You think, oh my god, if someone says levitation is real, they are a psycho, crazy bitch that needs to be put in the psych ward. Like, I'm done. Like, stop.
Alright, calm down.
Stop.
Calm down.
Stop.
Calm down.
I'm allowed to believe that magic is real and occurs.
Yeah, of course you are. Could be wrong, but you are allowed to think that. Most people grow out of that stuff, but you know... And I'll be the first to admit that magicians are magical, but not in the way you think they are.
Because I witnessed it in real life and in multiple videos.
I feel like this is some kind of trust your senses kind of thing. I mean, you are a flurf after all, and you trust your senses, which cannot be fooled. Obviously.
You just don't want to look at it. You don't want your reality, your programmed reality to get broken. So you have to keep on living your life in your life where they tell you that magic is not real and anyone that thinks that levitation is real is a psychopath that needs to go to jail. I mean, it's crazy.
I'm kind of wondering if some magician just basically pulled a coin out of your ear and you're like, oh my god, where did he get the money? The money came out of my ear. And now you're trying to get money out of your ear and it's no longer working. You thought you found a gold mine, and instead it's just your ear. Stop fiddling with your ear is my advice.
Like, this is crazy. I don't know what to do about it. Like, I don't know what to do about it because anyone I show or tell this to says that I'm nuts. Like, I'm not nuts.
Well, why are you playing around with No, wait. Hold up. I was not going that way. Why don't you go look up information on this act and, you know, there are explanations on how this works. So if someone would explain it to you, would you still believe they're actually using some kind of actual magic to make people float or levitate, if you will?
I'm gonna go nuts because of all the people telling me I'm nuts. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know about that. That sounds nuts. Wait a minute. Hold up a minute here. Are you eating nuts?
Yeah, I just made this because I got another little message.
She is eating nuts. That's nuts. I mean, that was not a joke I wanted to make, but is she taking the piss here? Oh man, I had to use my cough button there. I have a cough button on my mixer.
You need to go to a therapist and have them fix your brain.
Also, I just noticed I didn't actually use my cough button. This is the cough button. I can also do this. That's my favorite button. It goes red when I push it.
Bro.
Bruh.
Get off your little pedestal of where you think that you know everything because you turn to an expert for everything you know.
You know, I have never actually understood this. Oh, What's wrong with my English today? I don't know what happened. Maybe because the flurfs are back. Bloody hell, why are the flurfs back? Regardless, what is their obsession with experts in their field? Would you go to a car mechanic to have your, blood pressure checked? Or would you go to a dentist to have him invest your money? Or what about a demolition expert and ask him how not to blow up shit? I mean, that's what they do, right? They blow up shit and then I mean, the point is, experts are needed because, expertise is something you can study for. You can use their expertise for your own benefit. But as I said before, it does not mean you are basically dependent on them. You can still check everything for yourself. I mean, to be quite honest, if we're not going to rely on experts to some extent, we would still be fiddling around with, hey, is that wheel shape kind of a good idea? Or are we gonna figure out something else? Go back to the Stone Age, woman.
You literally have to read it in a book from another person in order to believe what you believe.
And once you have read it, you can apply it to reality and do some experiments in the shape of what you are actually trying to figure out. In the shape of, oh boy, these people are rubbing off on me. I mean, the things you learn, you can actually apply to the things you do. And the results are basically the evidence that the things you learned or read or trusted someone else to do actually work.
Think about that. Every single thing you know, you're trusting someone.
Uh-huh. And if I have someone build my house and the house is upside down, I'm gonna call him a Nazi.
You have to... The only way you're thinking is if someone tells you something is a fact.
So, what exactly have flat earthers produced? Because, all the crap you guys spew has been refuted, debunked, destroyed, and utterly kicked off this planet. Whereas everything we do have, which is based on the globe model, works. Maybe that stuff is working because the stuff read it somewhere in the book, it's supposed to work like that. I mean, what the hell are you doing?
Instead of just using your own mind to witness the world around you and develop information based on your own experience.
Yeah, and when we do that, we come to the conclusion that we live on a big ball. What is it with you flirfs and balls? Are you just afraid of balls, lady? Okay, it becomes a bit awkward when there's a lady present. Female flat earthers' obsession with balls. No one can explain that. Wait a minute, is that why you're a feminist flat earther? Whatever that means?
Who's really crazy? You're not crazy. You're just literally not using your brain. You've been programmed into this world to not use your brain.
Did you guys notice something about her eyes? Is she reading a script? If I didn't know any better, I would say Poe. Well, what do you guys think? Is she a Poe? I do believe she is, but hey, who knows? Flat Earth Feminist. I will sentence you to be a jester in the Order of the Sillies. And I do believe they need some feminism, or at least be less scared of women. I mean, these Flat Earthers are a judgmental bunch. And on that bombshell, remember to tickle the bell on all buttons around them, and let me know in the comments what you like about this video, or not. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. I honestly don't understand why flat earthers are so scared of women. Well, she does yell a lot.